Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we'll be making this beautiful handkerchief style, and we are starting from the lower part first. As you can see, I've folded my fabric for it, but hold on, I'm going to show you guys how to go about it. So we're going to be folding in form of a flare. So I fold the first part and then fold over again. So we are folding like we want to cut out the 360-degree flare. And once you fold it, you see your fabric is folded into 4, so it's going to be measured round, and the folded part is this side, and then the other one is also at this side. So we have the open side at our front. So whatever you're going to be folding will be enough for your waist measurement that by the time you cut out your waist, and then for the length of your gown at the two sides of it. That's for your left and your right. So we're going to go ahead and make a rough edge estimate of where our waist measurement is going to fall, and once we get that, we are going to be measuring from that area, and I'll measure all around. I think I have about 5.5 inches at the time I made the rough estimate. And as you know, I like having a bit of excess by the time I am done stitching it, so that if there is any need for allowance, I will be able to adjust. And I measured it, and that's exactly what I have. So from there, I'm going to be measuring the length of my lower part. That's minus my half length. Once you take out your half length, the remaining of your gown. I hope you understand this. So I marked it at both sides, and then I'm going to go ahead and connect this line. So the other side is just perfect for the length of what I wanted. Just this side that is longer, that's why I am cutting it. I'm marking a straight line. So we are going to go ahead and cut this out. So this is for the first pattern of the handkerchief. We're going to be cutting out another one, so it's 2. If you want, you can work with 2, but with 1, but for me, I am working with 2. So I folded the same way I folded the first one, and I'll place the second one on top of it, and I'll cut out exactly what I have on the first one. If you haven't subscribed up to this moment, please take 1 minute to hit on the subscribe button, join the family, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And to my old subscribers, I say thank you very much for all your support. You guys know I appreciate it, and I love you guys. Thank you so much. So this is the way we are going to be placing this as we go on to the video. My table is small, so I can't show you guys. So you are going to place the first one, and then this second one will be the back of the second one facing the front of the first one. I hope you understand this, and you can see the way I am placing it. That's how you are going to be placing yours. I don't know how else to explain this, but just place it the way you see it. So once I am done with that, we are going to go ahead and cut out our bodice, and I've gone ahead to fold my fabric for the front and the back bodice. We are cutting it together, but I'm going to show you guys how to fold your fabric with my paper. So we're going to open up your fabric and then fold over, and then you're going to go ahead and fold again, but this time you are leaving about 1 inch or 1.5 inches at the end that will serve as our zipper. So the one up is for the front bodice, and then the one down is for the back one. And whatever you're going to be folding is your bust measurement divided by 4 plus your stitching allowance, and this is what we folded. So the one up is for the front, the one down is for the back, and the measurement is going to be starting from the center front. So let's continue, and I want this design to be mainly on my front bodice, so that's why I am starting my measurement at the center. So I'll mark a straight line to serve as our starting point, and then from that starting point, I'm going to go ahead and mark our half length, and I'll add 1 inch allowance for stitching allowance. So I'm going to go ahead and connect this line. Once I am done with this, we're going to go ahead and insert every other measurement. And I went ahead to mark my bust measurement, my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I added ½ inch stitching allowance, and I went down by 7 inches for my bust point. That's the line I am just marking. Sorry about all the shaky. My baby is at my tripod stand. I'm so sorry about that. So I just noticed that the starting point line is not straight, so I just marked it straight. So the measurement is starting from the center front, remember, from that folded part at the middle. Hope you understand. So I marked half of my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I added half inch stitching allowance for the sleeve, and then for my neckline I am going down by 3 inches by 3 inches. That's 3 inches for the width and then 3 inches for the depth. That's for the front neckline. I hope you understand this, because it seems that like I'm too fast, but pay attention to the video, you understand it. So for the back neckline, I went down by 1 inch and then I extended it to our zipper allowance. And then for the shoulder slope, I am going down by 1 inch and then I will connect it to this beginning point, to the starting line. The next thing I'm marking is my bust measurement divided by 4, and I'll go ahead and connect the line, and then I added 1.5 inch stitching allowance, and then I'll go ahead and cover out our armhole. Once I am done with this, I'm going to go ahead and insert our waist measurement divided by 4, and I'll also add half 1.5 inches stitching allowance. Remember, your measurement is going to be starting from the center front, that's the first folding, and not from the zipper allowance, not from that extra allowance. And we're going to go ahead and cut this. If you look at it, you see that I'm cutting my back neckline first, and once I am done with that, I'll separate the front and back bodies and then cut out my front bodies. So this is it. If you are familiar with this channel, you know that I am using the same fabric for my lining most times. So I've gone ahead to cut out 2 pieces for another piece for my lining, and then I'll place it front facing front. I'll go ahead and start pinning this down. If you have your normal lining, please go ahead and make use of it, but for me, I just like using this. Once I am done, I'll go ahead and stitch it all around, and I'll repeat the same thing for the back bodies. I'm going to be placing my lining and then stitch it at just the neckline. So this is it. After I was done stitching it down, I'll go ahead and make notches all around the neckline, and then for the back one as well, and then I'll turn it to the right side. If you have means of ironing at this point, please go ahead and iron all your pieces. So once we are done with that, we are going to get our bodies, and we are doing front facing front. We are going to work on the shoulder next. So once I place it front facing front, we are going to go ahead and work on one of our shoulders. So I'll open my neck lining and my back lining and I'll use it to cover every part of the shoulder, making sure that the shoulder line, the shoulder stitch is smashing very well. Make sure that you smash it so that by the time you stitch it down, it will be in place. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So once I know that it's smashing, I'll go ahead and then pin it down, and I'll do the same thing for the other side. You are using your lining to cover the whole of your neckline, of your shoulder, sorry. I hope you understand. If you don't understand it, watch the video again, you will see what I did, and I'll go ahead and stitch it. I'll stitch on the 2 shoulder line. So this is it. After I was done, I'm just cutting out the excess at the shoulder so that there will be no bulge at that point, and then I'll turn it to the right side. So this is it. By the time you turn it, you can see that the shoulder 2 areas is well stitched. There's no fraying there. So this is our sleeve. I have cut out this. So to make the video not to be too long, I cut out off camera, but I'll put in the description box the video of how to cut out your sleeve. Please check it out. Basic sleeve, both the adult and the children one. You enjoy it. So I went ahead to hem my sleeve, and we are going to go ahead and attach it to our bodice. So the first thing I'm doing is to make sure I arrange my bodice very well, and then I'll bring in my sleeve front facing front, and I'll start pinning from one end to the other. Once I am done pinning this down, I'll go ahead and then stitch it from one end to the other, and I'll do the same thing for the other sleeve. So this is it after we are done with the sleeve. We are going to go ahead and work on the same side, and for this, just like I mentioned, arrange your pieces well, and then you're going to be stitching from your sleeve all the way to your waistline. And I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. So this is it after we are done stitching it down. We are going to go ahead and bring in our handkerchief area. And for this, why I kept it on the floor for you guys to see, I pinned it down so that to keep it in place. And I don't know how to show you guys how I place it, so just know that all these longer areas will going to be at your center front and also at the center back. So that's the only explanation I can give for this, because my table is small. I can't really show it. So you can see the longer part is at the center and then also at the side. But just do what works for you. However you want to place it is okay. Just do what works for you. So once I am done with that, I'll bring in my bodice, and then the two sides, I'll make notches on the two sides of the handkerchief area, and then I'll pin this down at the same side. You can see it is front facing front. That's what I am doing. Once I pin it down, I will also pin the other side down, and then start pinning all around. And as you are pinning, you will notice that there is excess. Please plait it in as you stitch down. You are stitching. So I will go ahead and pin it down. And if you notice, if not cut open the zipper allowance, I want to be sure of what I am doing. So once I was done pinning it down, I went ahead to stitch it all around the waist. So this is it after I am done. We are going to go ahead and then cut out our zipper area. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this fabric towards that zipper area. Once I am done pinning this down, I will go ahead and then cut open our zipper area. For me, I did not cut it to the end, but just if you want, you can go ahead and cut it to the end. Then I'll go ahead and hem this all around. And that's all for this style. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find value in it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share my videos to family and friends. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.